now we have a new function called linspace. As we have seen before, I want to make an array of 10 elements, so I can do a equals 1 is to 10 and terminator. We can extend this to 100 by doing a equals 1 is to 100. I need a to start from 0 and end by 100, but in 10 elements, or you can say with the difference of 10 places. So I will add an increment of 10 by a equals 0 is to 10 is to 100. Here 0 is starting point, 100 is ending point, and 10 is the amount to skip between them. Now comes the linspace function, which we can use to do the same thing. So linspace is starting point with comma and ending point and comma, and we can tell it to give us 1 to 100 but in 4 elements. So linspace divide all elements equally, that's why we have a decimal value. If I want to change the decimal result into integer value, then I can add the round function in it to round off all elements. So add round before this and enter. We look it again. I want 0 to 20 with 5 increments. First way is a equals 0 is to 5 is to 20, and the second way is to use linspace like this. You just have to remember where to put increment value in both of them. Okay, I have x equals 1 is to 50, and by using plot function I can convert this numeric value into graphical data like this, and this is our first simple graph. Let's add more. So x is our variable which store our array, and I can make more variables, for example y, which is sine of x, and z, which is cos of x. Then first I want to see x and y together, so plot x comma y and enter. This is our result. Now plot xyz, but this is not a valid way to do that. Press enter, and we can see error, because before we have xy only 2 array and 2 dimensions. Now we need to tell MATLAB that I want to see results of xy and xz together. So plot x comma y and x comma z and press enter. So we have 2 lines in one graph. The blue line is first means xy, then with orange color we have xz graph. I can also add a color of my choice like red, green, yellow. So in order to do that, we will add this info and plot function, for example plot x, and we have blue color in line. Now plot x again and add r and enter. We also have G for green. B is for blue. And K is for black, because B is already assigned to blue, so K is for black. W is for white. M is for magenta. C is for cyan, and that's all. Now back again in our XY and XZ graph, and I wanna make XY with R and XZ with K. Enter. We have red and black color, as you can see. Now I want simple graph, so x equals 1 to 10 and y same as before, z also. Now I want to change the line formation, so we can add colors, also the style of line, and markers too. I want to add with R and enter. We can do this with XZ color K colon, where colon is line style. Now I want to add markers too, so K multiply sign and colon. Here multiply sign works as the marker and colon is the line style. Okay, so now let's start using editor now. I'm using Live Editor and you can find it in home right here. So if I use linspace like this and 0 to 100 and 200 elements, if you are confusing that how 100 number will be placed in 200 elements, the answer is simple, because linspace can be used in decimal values. We can see this, copy and paste in command window. Here you can see that this is starting with 0 and the next element is not 1 but 0.5, and all numbers are in decimal. That's the only way to put 100 numbers in 200 elements. So I have X here, I want Y, and plot both. Press enter and nothing happens. Well, we are not in command window, so I want to execute this program. Then I'll go to live editor bar, then click run all, or I can just press F5 key, or just click on this blue bar right here. So this is our result. Linspace is very useful function. We'll use it a lot in this chapter.